Hi, my name is Jerusha. I'm the personal training manager here at Gold, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to improve your push-up. So the irony is I kind of stink at push-ups, so I know a lot about trying to get better at them. If you're having trouble with a push-up or you can't do a push-up, there's a couple things that could be holding you back. One could be your chest muscles, and you're just not strong enough there. There's a lot of things you can do for that, obviously. Bench press, dumbbell chest press. Obviously those sort of chest exercises are going to help you build your upper body. However, another aspect, and this is where, like for me, I have a problem, is your core. So you're right around your abdominals and your low back. If those are weak, it's going to affect your push-up. So strengthening your abdominal muscles, strengthening your low back is going to help stabilize you so that you can do that push-up. Now, how do you tell which one it is? It's pretty obvious. If you're trying to do a push-up and you're feeling pain through here, or you feel your back swaying, it's most likely your core. If you're not, and you just cannot get off the ground, then that's probably your chest. It could also be a combination. So enough talking. All right, so the first thing I want to talk to you about is proper position for a push-up in general. One of the things I see is people will put their hands in a position like they were going to be doing a plank. You can do a push-up like that, but it's actually not your traditional push-up. It's going to get more of your triceps. So when you're doing a push-up, you want to have your hands just outside your body, okay? You want to connect, you want to engage your core. You're going to lower down, squeeze and push up. When you're coming up, I want you to think of pushing with your stomach. I know that sounds weird. I don't want you to bring your butt up. I want you to think about contracting your stomach, and I want you to think about squeezing your arms together. Obviously, they're locked on the floor. They're not going to go anywhere. But just that different mentality, that thinking about squeezing your arms together is going to make your chest muscles work a little bit better. So try those two things first, because if you're close to a push-up, you're just having a little problem, try those two things first. Push with your stomach, think of squeezing your arms together. If you still can't do it, obviously you know there is the doing them on your knees. This is a modified push-up. There's nothing wrong with this. I don't care if you're a girl or a boy. You can do them on your knees. It's totally fine. However, there is a proper way to do it. So one of the things I see people do is when they come on their knees, they keep their butt up in the air. You want to keep that line. So the best way I have people get in position is to come up on their toes and then just lower their knees down. So if you look, my knees to my shoulders is hopefully a straight line, I can't see. And then you do them from here. Everything else is the same. Pushing with the stomach, thinking of squeezing your arms together. Try not to lock out your arms at the top, but you do want to come straight, down and up. Don't forget to breathe. So inhale, pushing up. You should feel your core tight. Now, for some people that is still going to be hard. And you also don't want to live in that position. You want to get up onto your toes. If that is still hard, if you can't do them on there, get a bench. Any sort of platform can do. You can use your sofa, you can use a table, countertop, wherever you need to be. The higher your hands are, your upper body is, the easier it's going to be. As you come down, obviously it's going to get harder. So starting here, everything else is the same. Feet here, down, pushing straight up, squeezing stomach and arms, okay? If this is still a little hard, you can do kneeling on a bench. This is obviously going to be a whole lot easier. But we all have our own starting point, so don't feel bad if this is where you're at. We all start there. So those are two ways, but there is a favorite way of mine that I feel really helps get you stronger. Because doing it on your knees, at some point you really need to try and do some on your toes. So what I like to do is what I call like a negative push-up, where you're going to start at the top point and we're going to lower ourselves down as slow as we can. We're going to try not to, what I say, like kerplunk on the bottom. We're going to actually try and lower until we get to the very bottom. Then you're going to get up any way you can. Do it again. These are super hard, so don't let them, they look easy, but they're not. All right, so we're going to start proper position, okay? We're going to come up here, deep breath, and slow down as slow as you can, all the way to the ground, okay? Get up any way you can, I don't care, okay? Up again, tight stomach, inhale, slow all the way down, okay? And repeat. If you do, so when I do these, I usually do 6 to 10. It's really hard because what it's doing is it's using all those same muscles that you're using for the push-up. It's just using them more in a stabilizing fashion. You're controlling that descent. And the idea is as you keep doing those, eventually those muscles are going to get better, and you're going to find that you can get your push-up. The next step for doing those, what I like to try and do when I'm practicing these, is I'll do the negative. So I'll come down slow, okay, all the way, and then I'll come to my knees and do a proper knee push-up. Back up, slow, knees up. If you're doing the negatives and you feel like, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm like a foot from the ground, I'm gonna collapse, don't. Come here, you're like, I get here, I'm stuck, I can't go any farther, I'm gonna fall. Bring those knees down, and finish up. So there's a lot of options you have. A good routine I would say to do would be do the negatives, try and do some on the bench or on an incline, on your knees, but stick with it. It's definitely one of those things you need to do every single day, not just on chest day, to get that upper body strong. And if it is your core, work on some core, work some plank, do some, anything, crunches, sit-ups, using the stability balls, whatever you can to strengthen that core and that low back. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And remember, we're always here to help and answer any questions you got. Thank you.